What's up, guys? Brian back to talk about The Walking Dead and the article by moviepilot, Get to Know the Brand New Walking Dead Season 7 Characters. Well, it'll be that plus kind of a synopsis and, just putting everything in a nice package for Season 7 coming October 23rd, but there will be some spoilers ahead, so don't watch if you don't want to know. Spoilers ahead, like I said, tell them Shiva, spoilers ahead, stop watching. But like I said, moviepilot, they'll put the link in the description as well as it's right here, but definitely check it out because they got some cool things on there too, like the 9 killers of The Walking Dead, and it's worth your time. Definitely check out that link. Now that The Walking Dead is back into Season 7, the character list for the series is bigger than ever before. Back in 2010, the season ended with just a handful of characters stuck on a highway, and this season it will have multiple communities full of people interacting. That's crazy. Given that The Walking Dead universe is forever expanding, we can expect many new characters to be introduced over the course of Season 7. You'll find a new comprehensive list with the new characters and much more. The list of characters currently alive in The Walking Dead. As before Season 7 starts, we're going to have the 4 communities coming here. The Kingdom, the Hilltop, the Survivors, and the Saviors. The Survivors is Alexandria and Rick's group. The Hilltop is Jesus and Gregory. Saviors is Negan. And Kingdom is Ezekiel, as we saw in the trailer. But we're going to lose a couple. I don't want to talk about that too much, but we're going to lose a couple this season. I'm sure people are going to die. But let's talk about the Kingdom. Now, Carol and Morgan are there, but they are still linked to Alexandria for right now. But we'll just talk about King Ezekiel. We're not going to talk about Rich or anything, but King Ezekiel made one hell of an entrance to the series when he was introduced in the Walking Dead Season 7 trailer alongside his unusual pet tiger named Shiva. Ezekiel is actually a character straight from the comic series, and his community, the Kingdom, is likely to become an important part of the series. Ezekiel styles himself as the King Ezekiel, and is a fairly eccentric fellow, but he's also a good guy, and given that the group is now battling against Negan, and his savior, Ezekiel, is definitely the man you want on his side, especially with Shiva. So, awesome. Can't wait for that. Really excited for Shiva. Of course, the saviors we all know, and some people love. I'm not the biggest fan of Negan yet, but Negan is the baddest villain you ever have this pleasure of coming across with his favorite weapon, Lucille. Constantly at his side, Negan is one to let you forget that he's the one in charge. No, not to let you in charge, forget, because he's the man, and he's going to let you know that. So Negan is the leader of the Saviors, a large group who has survived by taking food and supplies from other communities in return for supposedly protecting them. However, in the reality, the group are mean thugs, bullying communities, and giving up their already meager supplies. So that's what they basically do. Although we went inside of Negan's compound or safe houses, most of the characters we've come across there were killed by Rick's crew just soon after. However, here's a list of Negan saviors that we do know of. Now, Dwight, of course. Wade is the guy that I want to talk about in a little bit. Simon, I believe, is Stephen Ogg's character. Honey and Cam, I'm not really sure who they are, but who cares. There will undoubtedly be more Negan saviors introduced throughout Season 7 as we go inside Negan's compound, which was briefly shown in the Season 7 trailer. So, of course, we got Dwight and Simon. I'm going with Stephen Ogg's savior name is. So, Dwight and Simon. Awesome. Walker Stalker picture there, too. Pretty cool. But let's talk about this picture, Wade. And I'm not sure if that's Cam or whatever, but Wade is the person I want to talk about, too. Are we ever going to see his face? And why didn't we see his face? Does he have a burn on his face as well? I'm not sure what they're going to do. I don't know the character. We're going to see what happens. Is this all we're going to see of Wade? So, I mean, he's important from the character, from the comics, but I'm just interested to see what you guys say. Post your comments. I just want to know what you think. Hilltop, of course, going to be back. We were introduced by Season 6. Just love the area view of the Hilltop there, too. Can't wait to see more of that, especially Jeezy's Paul Rovia. Even though he's Paul Monroe in the comics, they were introduced in Season 6. They will play a bigger role for sure. We barely met any of the residents, though, even though we saw them a little bit more. We mostly saw Gregory and Ethan and Jesus and a couple other characters. But Paul, Jesus Rovia, Gregory, Harlan, Carson. We also briefly saw or heard of characters including Andy, Crystal, Kale, Eduardo, Bertie, Craig, Wesley, and Freddie. Got all of that Bertie name. But there you go. I can't wait for Hilltop and really Jesus to step his game up in Season 7. The Survivors, well, it's Alexandria and Rick's group are the main group, of course. That by far has the most of our characters because that's who we've been following from the beginning. If you've never been to Sonoya, Georgia, that's where it is. Woodbury Shop, Woodbury there. It's pretty awesome. There's the area view. If you see my videos, I just love this picture on there too. That is Alexandria, the top. From the top down, look how big it is with the wall around it. But basically, Alexandria may not be the most populous community, but It is where the most notable characters reside. Here's a list of the main or supporting characters who call the spacious homes of Alexandria home. So Rick, Carl, Judith, Glenn, Maggie, Michonne, Daryl, Aaron, Heath, Tara, Abraham, Eugene, Rosita, Sasha, Father Gabriel, Morgan, Spencer, and Enid and Olivia. There are also a number of minor characters at Alexandria include Bob and Natalie Miller, Scott, Tobin, Bruce, Francine, Eric, Mikey, Kent, Barbara, Rosemary, and Anna. I don't know. I was going to say Eric. Okay. He's listed there. But, Morgan is going to be at the Kingdom. Spencer is the Dick. Abraham's probably going to go bye-bye. Same thing with Glenn. Judith is a super minor character. But I can't wait to see those guys. But look at all the characters at Alexandria, too. It is important, and it is evident in the No Way Out video that you see all the characters. Here's just the group at San Diego Comic-Con. Can't wait to see these guys back in action. So what do you think, guys? Are you ready for it? I can't wait. It's September 2nd right now as we make this video. Comes back October 23rd. We can't wait. Like, share, subscribe. Post your comments below, guys. If you like more of these, subscribe for more videos. You guys are awesome. Let's keep this channel growing, and let us know, guys.